Tutti drove with one finger on the wheel. Flora's father would have been appalled. They were in the first seat of a road then. Tutti, Marian, Flora, and William's Peter. They were speeding down the road. It was alarming and exhilarating to be going so fast. So your plan is to effect an exchange? Said William's Peter. The lamp for a squirrel? Yes, said Flora. But please correct me if I'm wrong. We have no idea where the squirrels and your mother were. Flora had a phrase. Correct me if I'm wrong. In their experience, people only said it when they knew they were right. Ulysses! Tutti shouted out the open window. Ulysses! Flora could see the squirrel's name. Ulysses. Flying out of the car and into the night. A single beautiful word that was immediately swallowed up by wind and the darkness. Her heart clenched. Why hadn't she told the squirrel she loved him? I had to be the voice of reason, said Miss Peter. Don't be it. Then, said Flora. But here we are, speeding down the road, and we're speeding. Are we, Gray and Tutti? Surely we are exceeding the posted speed limit. I don't see a posted speed limit, said Tutti. She hollered Ulysses' name again. In any case, said Miss Peter, it seems that we are going extremely fast. And we're speeding where exactly? We don't know. But en route to an unknown destination, calling down the name of a missing squirrel all the while. It doesn't seem one bit rational. Well, what's your idea? Said Flora. What's your plan? We should try to think where your mother would have taken him. We should be logical, methodical, scientific. Ulysses! Shouted Tutti. Ulysses! Screamed Flora. Say his name won't make him appear, said William Peter. But saying William Peter's then over and over, yet made him appear. This, Flora knew that from terrible things can happen you. Was magical thing or mental causation? According to terrible things, it was a dangerous way to think. It was dangerous to allow yourself to believe that what you said directly influenced the universe. But sometimes it did. Didn't it? Do not hope, Flora thought, but she couldn't help it. She did hope. She was hoping. She had been hoping all along. Ulysses! She shouted. The car slowed down. What now? Said William Peter. Have we spotted something squirrel-related? Did you use a single finger to steer the car to the side of the road? Let me guess, said William Peter, as they coasted to the stop. With a run out of gas. With a run out of gas, said Tutti. Oh, the symbolism, said William Peter. Why? Flora wondered. Yet, had she ever thought that William Peter would be able to help her? Why had she thought of him as her support in the storm? Was it because he had held her stupid hand in the stupid dream? Or was it because he never showed up and she couldn't give up on the idea that he might actually say something at some point that was meaningful, helpful? Talk about magical thinking. Where are we? First said Tutti. I'm not entirely certain, said Tutti. Great, said William Peter. We're lost. Not that we knew where we are going to begin with. We will have to walk, said Tootie. Obviously, said Willis Beaver, but walk where? Chapter 60. He was Ulysses. They were in the woods. He could tell by the smell of pink resin in the trees and the sound of pink needles crunching underfoot. Also, there was the powerful, extremely pervasive scent of raccoon. Raccoons owned the night. The raccoons were truly terrifying creatures, more brutal even than cats. This will do, said Flora's mother. She stopped it. She put the stack down on the ground, and then she opened it and shone a bright light at Ulysses. He clutched his pawn to his chest. He stared into the light as bravely as he could. Give me that, said Laura's mother. She pulled the pepper out of his paws. She threw it to the ground. We should never tire of flying his words away. This is the end of the road, Mr. Squirrel, she said. She put a flashlight on the ground. She picked up a shovel. He heard Flora's voice saying, Remember who you are. The squirrel turned and sniffed his tail. He thought about when Flora had shown him that picture of a Freddy sleeper in his janitor uniform, and how Freddy had been transformed into a bright light that was incandescent. The words fall upon that to the recite, rose loving stumbling. Flare up like flame, and make big shadows. He wasn't a stone squirrel. He was Ulysses. Chapter 61. I won't go home. You can navigate by North Star, supposedly. Most crosses along the north sides of the trees, or so they say. You are lost in the woods. You should stay where you are, and someone will come and find you. Maybe. There were things that Flora had learned about being lost from reading terrible things can happen to you. Not that any of it was particularly relevant here. They weren't lost in the woods. They were lost in the universe, which, according to Willis Beaver, was bending. How comforting. Ulysses, shouted Tootie. Ulysses, shouted Flora. It's pointless, said Willis Beaver. Flora was carrying Marion, and Willis Beaver was holding on to Tootie's shoulder. Flora had to agree with Willis Beaver, but pointless seemed like an increasingly appropriate word. Her arms ached from carrying the little shepherdess. Her feet hurt, her heart hurt. Let's see, said Tootie, peering into the darkness. That brick now rolled up there, so we are not truly lost. I wish I could see, said Willis Beaver in a sad voice. You can see, said Tootie. Great Aunt Tootie, said Willis Beaver. I love, as always, to point out the obvious, but I will do it here and now for the sake of clarity. You are not me. You do not exist behind my traumatized eyeballs. I am telling my truth. I cannot see. There's nothing wrong with you, villain, said Tootie. How many times do I have to tell you that? Why did you stab me away then? Said Willis Beaver. His voice shook. You know why she sent you away? I do. You can't just push somebody's trunk into the lake, said Tootie. It was a pond, said William's beaver. A very small pond. More of a sinkhole, actually. You cannot totally submerge somebody's vehicles in a body of water, said Tootie in a very loud voice. And it's bad that there aren't going to be severe consequences. I did it in a fit of anger, said William's beaver. I admitted almost immediately that it was a very unfortunate decision. Tootie shook her head. You pushed the trunk into the back, said Flora. How did you do that? I raised the parking brake and I put the trunk in drive and That's enough, said Tootie. We don't need how to push a trunk into a lag lecture. Sinkhole, said William's beaver. It was really a sinkhole. Wow, said Flora. Why did you do it? I was exacting my revenge upon Tyrone, said William's beaver. My name is William's beaver, not Billy. I was built one time to Mammy. I pushed Tyrone's trunk into the sinkhole, and when my mother found out, she was incandescent with rage. I looked about the rage, and you know what happened then. I was blinded by disbelief and sorrow. He shook his head. I'm her son, but she made me leave. She sent me away. Even in the darkness, Flora could see the tears crawling out from underneath William's beaver's dark glasses. I want to be called William's beaver, he said. I want to go home. Flora felt her heart lurch inside of her. I want to go home. It was another one of William's beaver's sad, beautiful sentences. But will you return? I kept looking for you. I want to go home. Flora realized that she wanted to go home too. She wanted things to be the way they were before she was banished. She put Mary Ann down on the ground. Give me your hand, she said. What? Said William's beaver. Give me your hand, said Flora again. My hand? Why? Flora reached out and grabbed a hold of William's beaver's hand, and he held on to her. It was as if she was drawing and she were standing on solid ground. Looking to terrible things, drawing people were desperate, out of their minds with fear. In their panic, they could pull you, the rescuer, under if you weren't careful. So Flora held on tightly to William's beaver. I held on tightly back. It was just like her Jean. She was holding William's beaver's hand, and he was holding hers. Well, if you two are going to walk around holding hands, said Tootie, I thought that will have to be the one who carries this monstrosity of a lamp. She picked up Marian. Above them, the stars were brilliant, shining brighter than Flora yet ever seen them shine. I wish my father were here, said William's beaver. He wiped at the tears on his face and with his free hand. An image of Flora's father, hands in his pocket, hand on his head, smiling and saying, Holy Bugamba, in the voice of Dolores, rose up in Flora's mind. Her father. She loved him. She wanted to see his face. I know where we should go, said Flora. Thank you.